Hey everyone! So here we are with the first gaming vlog of 2026, and the first since my birthday. So let's begin. There's gonna be some developments addressed, but mostly another one's gonna be focused on what I'm playing and want to play. So let's begin. Okay, so let's start with an obvious one. And as of today, Anthem is no more with the servers for the Beleaguered live service title shutting down. I mean, it can no longer be played on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox formats, and it is one of the textbook examples of trying to chase the live service fully. And even though there were elements that I think could have worked, like the Javelin designs, as well as how flexible customization system was something I generally liked. I mean, I it never did get that overhaul to try and fix the game's issues. Who's and in hindsight, chasing and trying to go back to the single player titles I'm known for are was the right decision. I'll just deal with the next project as it comes and saying with High Guard, which has also been conspicuous by its absence ever since the whole Game Wars ones, as talks of potential delay or cancellation, despite it supposedly launch in 2 weeks. I kind of tapped out before they even showed it, so oh, I still think this looks bland, which is another problem. It's sharing. Those are definitely two things similar, big similarity with Concord. They barely promoted the game, and the 2 times I did, what they shown was just bland and could easily be offered by any other comparable game on the market, personally. On an ever so slightly more positive note, the first reveal and promo for the official 30th anniversary Pokemon Lego sets just got unveiled. I mean, hailed while no actual ship date was involved in that. The way that they hinted at to go on like a hunt for them, things to imply keep your eyes peeled, man. And I don't know if the pricing for these models was accurate, trade shenanigans aside, but I don't expect them to be any worse than other similar kits of that complexity. Like the difference between any more basic like Batmobile set of clone troopers and the more complex Batmobile and the biggest Death Star sets that they have ever had, which has a cutaway with all the rooms in it, like the main ion cannon and the trash compactor, everything. So with that in mind, let's waste no more time and talk about what I'm currently playing. As you can imagine, I certainly love my Switch 2 and the Mario Kart World game that came bundled inside of it. And took a bit quicker than I expected to transfer my stuff to the new system. It's going to be my primary going forward. I'm also glad that the friend code has not changed. Anyone wants to play with that online. And with that being the case, I definitely can say, hey, that between Mario Kart and Metroid Prime 4, I would have liked to do that sooner, but I definitely feel like there's more I could address there. Here, not to mention my existing collection, which can be upgraded and has been upgraded. That the console has not, in fact, become the Wii U 2, like some people claimed. Even my lowball of making it like the 3DS 2, who ended up being a bit. It's more of a lowball than expected. And I'm admittedly getting mixed signals, but we'll see how things go. Oh, since they already kept the games kind of on a rapid clip over over the years. Here's over that first year, here where there's at least one new title or enhanced version of a hit on the previous Switch a month at minimum, as well as all manner of third party he wants, like putting Mario Kart on there was a calculated move, like given how well 8 Deluxe did on the previous console, as was the Ultimate Edition of Cyberpunk, given how the first console's port of The Witcher 3 with all the expansions did pretty well in there. I mean, be able to fit the whole thing as well as the DLC chapters on a game card could barely fit a fraction of space on a typical 4K Blu-ray disc. I mean, and so I had to say right now, someone I'm staying with really wants to get Kirby Air Raiders, which I'm alright with because between Mario Kart, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and F-Zero GX on GameCube Classic and a few, it's gonna be very friendly towards racing games. I'll say that much. And I also tried a little bit of Mario Paint and Mario. I'm gonna take some getting used to for the mouse controls. I may actually have to get a cheapo mouse pad somewhere because of how I tried using both my seat and one of my game cases, and at one point even my leg to do it didn't actually pan out. And if I'm so inclined, I may even get Pokemon Pokopia, one that goes live in March. I mean, I'll just steal the whole game keycard situation that comes as with available pricing. I mean, I believe the market can and have like ones that have like the 60, 70, 80 list price coexist with more modestly budgeted titles. Like only about $20-$30 for Hades 2 for one. And whether or not something is worth what they're charging us for the viewer decide. I also maintain that I don't get every single title that launches. I definitely like to wait for sale. Sometimes not sure about something, as I've why I have decided against getting Time Trader right now, which make an okay transition when talking what I've been currently playing. Will play on another system I have. Okay, Astrobot. As I mentioned, I've been really enjoying that. I definitely just rescued another one of the challenge bots I was after, fittingly on the high inflation stage. Relatable. I'm glad I got these before more shenanigans happen with trades and these AI bros buying all the RAM. I mean, have both the old Cloud and the new Cloud rescued. Dude, I mean, with that, I am also this close to clearing the main campaign of Robocop Rogue City. He with Antonowski and his followers tracking them to the abandoned toxic waste plant. I mean, still maintains definitely a game made for and by fans of the cult classic science fiction franchise. And he's finding a way remixed elements from not just the original movie but also its sequels. And even some really weird expanded use material, like that TV show that I barely remember either, man. And also getting further and further on Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Apparently Insomniac wanted to do that concept as early as like the PS3 run of games, and I definitely know they're not ghosting this franchise because I just know they need all hands on deck for this Wolverine game that's coming out this year, as well as the third Spider-Man title. I mean, they tease a potential third playable character. I can think of plenty of actresses I could see doing the Everything with Spider-Gwen, especially, hey, I'll actually do plan to prioritize and get in the second game. Also, working more practicing with Tekken 8. Hey, to mean, of course, I plan to opt in to some of the fighters that have been added, prioritizing Heihachi, of course. A little bit of spoiler there, but I am going to be putting most of my focus on practicing with the fighters that are on the disc, with Reina especially, I'm enjoying a lot, quite a bit. And also have to try the games that came with my account this month. I mean, the first one where they're prioritizing the new system over the PS4. Or, I mean, with Epic Mickey v Brush, probably what I'm looking forward to trying the most, with more skits being Blood Domain, Hey Now, and of course, at least I can imagine more edits of Half-Life sound effects over them. I'll just deal with everything surrounding the Steam box as it comes, as with us potentially finally getting Half-Life 3, or at the very least, Episode 3 of Half-Life 2. Heck, I'll even be willing to take a remaster of the Orange Box main, especially. So there's that. Anyway, well, for now, I have my rough draft of my first Horizons review, who finished. I decided I'm gonna do my introduction after I get the final draft done, so I'll definitely, my goal for that is to have that out as like late February, so I'll see you all again later. Take care.